my roller, told my let's go snorkel. Out in Portland, trying to get.
Everyone's in their seats here at the Oracle Arena as the Golden State Warriors look to grab a win in front of the home crowd here. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg and our sideline reporter David Aldridge. Well, it was the Golden State Warriors in their last game, a loss to the Jazz. And guys, the hometown fans not pleased with that dreadful performance. They saw their team get knocked out cold.
And if there's one aspect of the game that really stood out for me, it was the rebounding. Basketball is about possessions, and you saw a noticeable difference in terms of the effort both teams were putting forth.
Simply got outworked under the boards, guys. I mean, that's the no-brainer of the deal. I mean, they got pushed around all game long.
Now a chance, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. The starting five on the floor. And so in the game for the Pacers. Jared Dudley out there with Tatum. Then there's Gerald Green. And there's Fultz. And it's Whiteside in the center position.
Boy, hard to say too much about the craftiness of Vucevic's game. I mean, oftentimes, because he's so clever and so good at drawing fouls, he just toys with defenders.
And so he's able to get one of two.
Well, you know, as the NBA continues to change, Nikola Vucevic is an interesting case study. He's got the skill level for today's game, but the question is, does he have the mobility? He's not that quick of foot, and that's been problematic for him.
Ingles kicks to Lynn.
And he just hasn't been able to make anything this quarter.
And again, it's the Warriors missing. And more than ever before, the NBA requires big men to cover a lot of ground. Vucevic looking to keep up.
Yeah, Vucevic, I think, is really a terrific rebounder and passer, and you can see all of his positives. He can score on the block and make the three-point shot. I think it's just a matter of him consistently tying all of that together.
Whiteside unable to get that one. And it's the Warriors taking it the other way. The wide open look here for Ingles. And his first shot of the game, no good. Outside, Green. Drops in the layup for two.
Really like the quick decision-making of Fultz there, Kevin. Excellent at surveying the floor for the open teammate.
Here's Lynn. And it's Whiteside with the rebound.
He's lost it in this quarter, no doubt about it. Nothing seems to be going for him. And a good example there of why it's important to change ends quickly.
Vitally important. I mean, if you relax for a second, you're cooked. You're toast. They learned that lesson there.
Watching Jason Tatum, it's hard to find many faults in his game, Greg. He's strong inside and out and plays both ends of the floor equally well.
Yeah, kind of a jack of all trades, right, and master of none. He does everything reasonably well on the basketball floor, just doesn't do anything great. Having said that, though, Tatum is one of those guys that I think improves the overall IQ of your team, and terrific size at his position.
And then jammed down as he goes right over Nikola Vucevic.
I tell you what, don't sleep on Tatum. He has some ups, and I love seeing him trying to electrify the crowd.
Now here's Lynn. Taking a look at his numbers, he averages about 7 points a game.
Trailing here in the game, you can look at his performance as a direct indicator of why they're losing.
Green, no luck. Warriors trailed by 10. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Tremendous confidence on display from Vucevic. I mean, he's so good at shot preparation, readying himself before the pass arrives.
And it's Green, missing.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
Pretty clear they're dominating their area. They've come out with a lot more energy and effort so far.
Beal shot it.
And the presence of Whiteside in the paint, really unreal. He is a dominant figure down low. Great work to grab that second chance opportunity.
Snatched up. And Vucevic kicks to Ingles. Beal, the pass to Lynn. On the wing, Ingles. And stolen by Whiteside. Pass to Fultz. Vucevic with the block.
Hey, that expansive reach of Vucevic's really helps him on the defensive end. He uses that length to really bother the confidence of shooters.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
Outside, Lynn. Down low. Kicks to Vucevic. 5 on the clock. The shot, no good.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Pacers will take it.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
And some changes here for the Warriors. Alexis Ajinça has checked in for Vucevic. And it's Dragan Bender in for Kaminsky. Now here's Tatum. 7 points in the game. And that's out of bounds. Indiana will retain possession. Napier, he's checked in for the Warriors. Tatum kicks to Green. And the rejection by Ajinça. Green again. Beal. Here's Napier. He's averaging around 5.5 points a game. And they pick up 2.
I'm always appreciative of the aggressive mindset. Get it down in the paint and go to work with confidence.
Outside, Green. Feeds to Tatum. On the wing, Green. Shoots over Beal. And that concludes the first quarter of play. It's the Pacers. They lead by 6. And the second quarter will get underway just after this short break. And the first quarter is in the books. Second about ready to get underway. Let's quickly start thinking back all the players you played with. Was there one player who you just instantly clicked with on the floor?
Herb Williams was a teammate of mine for 2 years in college at Ohio State, then a couple of years with the Indiana Pacers in my pro career. And he's one of the smartest and best teammates that I ever played with. Had a really good understanding and feel for the game, had a terrific motor, excellent touch, really good athlete for a guy that was 6'11", and is a dear friend. So he was probably my favorite teammate. And, you know, when I went to the Pacers, he had been there the year before and really broke me into the NBA in terms of things that needed to happen off the court to help me be the best I could be. So I'm indebted to Herb for his friendship and his mentorship as I made it from college. Well, actually from high school to college and then from college to the pros.
They've got Napier. Alexis Ajinça is out there with Bender. Then it's Allen Crabbe, and it's Ingles in the 3 slot. That's the group for the Golden State Warriors to start the second quarter. Napier dishes to Ajinça. And stolen by Tatum. Quarter number 2. We're about a minute in. Over in the corner, Dudley. Takes a 3. Ingles with the rebound.
Yeah, not a great shot there, especially when you got a lockdown defender guarding you.
Agreed. I mean, when the defense is right there, you got to move the ball, make the extra pass. That's a case of a poor shot selection. And the Pacers really have been one of the more consistent franchises in the NBA over the last 15 years or so. They've not won fewer than 32 games or drafted higher than 10th since 1989. That's a pretty impressive run of consistency.
The Warriors making a switch here. Daniels is checked in to the wing right side. Here's Van Vliet. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Whiteside. Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played so far. Here's Napier. There's Crabb with the 3. Good. It's Napier with the assist that time. Crabb's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. And the Pacers always find a way to hold their own, but still searching for that first NBA championship.
Yeah, you know, it's tough for every team, but in a smaller market, they don't feel they can afford to totally tear down the roster with a full rebuild. Indianapolis, as great a city as it is, not a free agent destination, so that makes it tough to build a title contender. You have to do it primarily through the draft and smart acquisitions.
There's Van Vliet. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. A 3-ball. Warriors with the rebound. Here's the break. Crabb from long range. Stolen by Dudley. And Tatum the bucket on the assist by Dudley. And that's 13 points for Jason Tatum. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stats here for the Pacers?
Well, I think the defensive aggressiveness on display here has caught them off guard, playing airtight defense and coming up with the steals.
And the other thing that's been equally as effective is the fact that they've gotten out on the fast break. A lot of points coming in transition.
So the Pacers call timeout, their first of the game.
And with the Warriors, their ability to score in bunches really is unmatched throughout the league. They'll be going along with the team, and all of a sudden they have that 20-point lead in like 3 minutes. It can happen so fast that I think at times the other teams are shell-shocked.
Some changes for Indiana. Nerlens Noel comes in for Hassan Whiteside. And it's Olynyk in for Jared Dudley.
And that's the norm for him. He's pretty much automatic when he's at the line.
And that one's good. Noel. And talking about the Warriors and their ability to build a lead very quickly, the shooting they have, Greg, is a very big part of how they can just bury a team.
It is. Their shooting, especially from deep, but also their defense. One kind of feeds the other in terms of how they can steamroll teams and create that momentum. And only the special teams can put a game away with a 5-minute run, but this is one that has consistently done it over the last 3 years.
Here's Napier. Off target at the rim.
He's not shooting a high percentage right now, and part of the reason could be that his shot quality is poor, and he's just got to be a little smarter about his shots.
Count it, good. Indiana leading by 8. This is to Tatum. Fournier in the corner. A three-pointer, no good. Warriors have gone just 33% from the field in what's been a cold second quarter for them. Just 3 of 9. Here's Napier. Here's the screen. Pass to Bender. Up off the screen. Good, and it's Napier with the assist that time. Napier's got his 4th assist.
Talk about bringing it. Tatum finding his groove now. He's got so much potential, Kevin. And the defender was very apathetic there. Fortunately for them, he missed that mid-range jumper.
Ajinça the pass to Napier. .46 seconds left in the first half. Ajinça kicks to Napier. And it's Noel with the rebound.
And so far this quarter, he's been a little off on his game.
Just a touch. I mean, it seems like he's forcing shots a little bit to me, Greg. Not playing his game right now. And with every miss, the pressure intensifies.
The Pacers shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight. And that one falls for Tatum.
Well, you like the confidence of Tatum. I mean, he enjoys tackling any challenge in front of him. Doesn't shy away. A true leader as a young player. Impressive.
To the left side wing. There's 18 seconds left in the second quarter. In the corner, Daniels. 6 on the shot clock. And stolen by Noel. Now the Pacers moving it up. For 3, Fournier. Good on the three-point shot. And the Pacers lead by 13.
Noel is known for his high activity on defense. Great motor. Keeps his arms moving so he can come up with some critical steals in addition to a block shot or two as well.
And so it's Indiana looking at a 13-point lead heading into the next quarter. They've been putting on a clinic in the paint. Shots are falling with regularity, and they are pounding it down low. Back right after this. Welcome back, everyone, to the start of this. They're going to turn it over. They couldn't get it in bounds that time.
Only their first turnover of the game, taking terrific care of the basketball.
And that's one more key to their lead, guys. I mean, they're creating opportunities for each other and not the other team.
On the court for Indiana, they've got Noel. Tatum out there with Kelly Olynyk. Then it's Evan Fournier. And it's Van Vliet in the point guard position. Here's Lynn. It's blocked. And here they come. Tatum dishes to Olynyk. Buries the long-range jumper. Olynyk's got the first basket of the third quarter for the Pacers.
Yeah, I like how Tatum surveys the floor. Great at looking for his teammates, especially when they're open.
Outside, Lynn. 5 to shoot. And Beal kicks to Ajinça. And that's out of bounds. Indiana will retain possession. Ross is checked in for Indiana. And for those of you turning in, we're about a minute into the second half. Well, Clark, you had the distinct honor of playing horse against the former president of the U.S., Barack Obama. You lost that game, I don't want to remind you, but I want an honest answer. Did you let him win that contest?
Kevin, the deal is that it was an unbelievable privilege to play POTUS. We changed the letters of that game back in 2010, and I let the president up. I gave him life after I had him down, and he took advantage of turning the momentum in his favor. He won fair and square. I did give him an opportunity to win, but he's on top in that matchup, and I think it ended up being good television. And while some of my former teammates look at me with disdain for having lost a horse game to the president, I think it was all intended to end just the way it did.
Lynn the pass to Ajinça. Yes! And a nice assist from Lynn. Ajinsa's got his first bucket in this one. And Olynyk kicks to Van Vliet. And that one's good. Noel.
Guys, they've had a solid start to the second half offensively. Gotten good looks, and they've made 3 out of 4 of them.
And there's the feed to Ross. And the rejection by Ajinsa. Noel. And can't hit the shot, but they're saying he got hacked, so he'll head to the free throw line.
And you can tell that Noel has spent a lot of time working on his shot fake. I mean, he's really skilled at drawing contact and tricking the defense.
And Nerlens Noel out of Kentucky, slender and mobile and long. And Greg, he can cover ground in a hurry.
Boy, and you can see it in his rate of steals to go along with the blocks. That quickness is a huge asset in today's game. It's all about versatility, both offensively and defensively.
Van Vliet passes to Noel. And slam dunk by Noel.
Boy, I tell you, his dunking skills are special. Noel really pounds it through the hoop when he gets a chance to. Jeremy Lin, an attack guard if there ever was one. He wants to play downhill all the time. Explodes to the rim and forces the defense to react to his drive.
He hits the second from the line. And Lin's athleticism certainly is underrated. Back, in fact, Clark, when he played with the Rockets, they said he had the quickest first step they'd ever measured.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, he is deceptively athletic, and he uses that athleticism at both ends. Defensively, he can get steals and blocks too, Kevin.
He muscles it in through the contact, and they call the foul. And he's on his way to the free throw line.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
Ingles kicks to Lin. Loses his man off the screen and lays it up and in. Lin's got 5 points in the quarter.
Boy, I really like how Lin positions himself. He's really good at getting to the hoop. Putting on a show. Ross can elevate with the best of them.
Lin dishes to Vucevic. Back to Lin. And it's Noel with the rebound. Noel's got his 3rd rebound tonight. Here's Ross. And there's the foul. It'll go on Joe Ingles. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. Full 24-second shot clock. Ross against Ingles. Ajinsa with the block. They recover it. And Noel throws it down. Warriors trail by 21. To the inside. And the jam by Ajinsa.
And the awareness from Lin, outstanding. A true point guard who really sees the floor well.
And Olynyk kicks to Noel. And slam dunk by Noel.
And that's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him.
A nice shot by Lin.
Major props to Lin. Charging to the rack with speed and sneaky athleticism.
Van Vliet passes to Fournier. Back to Olynyk for the 3. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Here's Lin. And the layup's good off the glass. Lin's got 9 points here in the second half.
And so far going for more of an inside presence here in the second half, getting away from the three-point shot.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
I'd agree with you, and I don't think they expected this one to be a game where they would get battered inside like they have.
And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
Yeah, they've not missed a single foul shot this half, and that's taking care of business, fellas. Love that aggressive mentality, constantly looking to put the ball in the basket.
To the wing on the left. It's stolen by Ajinça. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Ingles in the corner. Vucevic with it. Now guarded by Noel. Outside for Beal. Clock at 4. 16 feet away. Tries again. And the layup is good. Ajinça's got 6 here in this quarter. And so it's the Indiana Pacers with a sizable lead as the quarter wraps up. And thanks again for joining us. Let's see what happens here in the fourth. Warriors trailed by 16. Jeremy Lin is out there with Bradley Beal. And it's Joe Ingles. And it's Vucevic. And it's Ajinça in the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the Warriors' 5.
And Lin is a sensational playmaker. Love how he zips passes over to his guys.
Tatum. And a miss there on the triple.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Now the pass to Ajinça. Back to Lin. 6 to shoot. He dishes it to Ajinça. The basket good off the assist from Lin. Lin's got 6 assists in the game.
And Lin involving his pick and roll game, improving how he passes the ball when the defense gives him a lane.
And he can smell blood in the water. Excellent finish.
Yeah, no let up. The killer instinct on display, trying to put this team away. I love the tenacity.
There's the pick. We know that getting to the free throw line is almost a skill unto itself, Clark. Which players are elite in your mind in their ability to draw contact?
Well, Kevin, one of the first guys that comes to mind is James Harden, and Russell Westbrook would be another. So good at attacking the defense, putting their bodies into the defender. And because of that, they make it hard for the defenders to guard them without fouling. But those two guys come to mind right away in having that skill of drawing fouls.
Here's Tatum. No good on that one. And Golden State will go the other way with it. Next up on the docket, the Bucks following this one. That will complete this 4-game homestand.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Dime-dropping delights is what I call it.
That's a nice pass. I will give you that one.
Yeah, he was on the money, that's no doubt. Here's Whiteside. And the rejection by Ajinça. There's Beal with the 3. Pacers with the rebound. Whiteside's got 14. Yep, 14 rebounds for him tonight. Wow. Tatum gets to Green. It's stolen by Vucevic. And up the court come the Warriors on the break. Green against Lin. Free throw line jump shot. And he didn't get quite enough under that one.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
And it's slammed in by Whiteside.
And Hassan Whiteside in this deep, forget about it, Kevin. I mean, he's great at getting inside and finishing with force.
Timeout called the Warriors.
Yeah, he's got to make some adjustments here. Just too easy to score in the lane against them right now.
Yeah, there's no reason why they should be scoring at will down there easily as they have. I mean, they've got to be more aggressive inside.
Different look here for the Warriors. Frank Kaminsky, he's checked in for Alexis Ajinça. Troy Daniels comes in for Joe Ingles. Alan Crabb, he's checked in for Beal. And Shabazz